Today, in the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, they announced charges against Gal Luft, who claims to have provided the FBI with information on the Biden family's business dealings in China. He says he's not a Republican or a Democrat. He was just concerned about a potential president of the United States having such incredible conflicts or perhaps be compromised. So, Congressman Comer, your reaction to the timing of that indictment?
GOP lawmaker James Comer and his key informant in a little bit of trouble because it turns out that the key informant that he's been using in his investigation against the Bidens has been indicted for allegedly being an unregistered agent of China. China, as Trump would say. Okay, there's more details.
Clownorama.
Now, he's also been accused of illicit arms deals to other foreign countries. And we'll hear what Comer has to say in response to all of this, along with all his conspiracy theories in just a moment. But I do want to break this story down for you. So who is this guy, Gal Luft? Well, Gal Luft, who Comer spent months touting as the missing whistleblower in his Biden probe, is currently on the run as he faces charges that include lying to law enforcement, acting as an unregistered Chinese agent, foreign agent, and international arms trafficking.
Oops.
He's also been accused of failing to register as a Chinese agent under the Foreign Agents Registration Act. He's been accused of convincing former Trump campaign national security advisor from back in 2016, James Woolsey, of adopting pro-China positions, violating trade sanctions with Iran by setting up meetings between Iranian officials and a Chinese energy company, and finally brokering deals involving weapons. Prosecutors said that Luft brokered a deal for Chinese companies to sell weapons to countries including Libya, the United Arab Emirates, and Kenya, despite lacking a license to do so as required by US law. And Newsweek further reports that Luft, who is a dual US and Israeli citizen and also the co-director of a think tank, Maryland-based Institute for the Analysis of Global Security, that, quote, prosecutors have said that Luft was arrested on February 17th, but subsequently fled after being released on bail and remains a fugitive. No bail reform for that guy. Luft was arrested at the Larnaca International Airport in southern Cyprus after Interpol issued an arrest warrant against him.
Okay, so first off, in that clip that we showed you guys, did you notice their mouths? I know it's a funny thing.
I try not to.
Yeah, I know, right? They're both like, yeah, we got caught, didn't we?
I mean, they didn't get caught, just that their informant is a little, problematic.
No, they got caught. So here's what I mean by that. James Comer's like, we got Biden, man. We got this informant. He knows it all. The Bidens are gonna get money from the Chinese. Well, he's in hiding and we don't know where he is, so it's a little inconvenient, but we got him, I'm telling you, man. These hearings are so important. Now, I'm really proud we didn't cover those hearings, okay? Anytime I was on the show, we never covered those hearings because it's a clown show. They're like, oh, in order to be fair, mainstream media has to cover these hearings because all the Republicans are saying this. No, it's not news just because Republicans say it is. You could tell from everything that they presented that they had no evidence at all, as always.
Yeah, and I want to be clear. Okay, so I want to be clear about a few things, right? While it might be true, I mean, he's on the run, which makes me think he must be guilty of something, right? He doesn't want to face the charges.
Oh, he's definitely guilty.
Okay, two things could be true, right? So he could be a foreign agent, he could be involved in arms trafficking and all of that, and he could be telling the truth about some problematic activity amongst the Bidens. However,
very unlikely.
Show us already.
Yeah.
Just show us the evidence, and more importantly, if there is evidence indicating that the Bidens took money from foreign governments, right? That might not even be illegal. It depends on how that transaction took place. What would be illegal is if Biden was selling his influence to foreign agents for some sort of financial gain, if there was a quid pro quo, was there a perfect call or was there a quid pro quo? None of that's been proven. So like
no, but I think honestly, I think that gives them too much credit for two reasons.
Yeah.
One, you don't get to just make a charge and then go, even though I presented no evidence, I need you guys to debate it. Because the debate makes it sound like it's 50-50.
That's true,
The debate even makes it sound like it's there's a 25% chance, 10% chance. No, in this case, there's a 0% chance because you don't have any evidence. I could say, hey, you know what? I think James Comer's working with the Chinese. Oh, I don't know, let's debate it. Let's debate it. You don't have any evidence, I don't have any evidence. Well, so there's a 50-50 chance that James Comer is a Chinese agent. That's not how it works, okay? So right now, you know what they have? They have these morons got caught with their hand in the conspiracy jar. They're like, oh, we have an informant, and that's gonna show that Biden's working with the Chinese. Their informant is working with the Chinese.
Yeah, true.
He's literally a Chinese spy. You can't get any dumber than James Comer. And yes, the entire Republican Party, in terms of the politicians, all go, oh, we got Biden, we got him, right? Marjorie Taylor Greene's like, oh yeah, I wanted to impeach him before Boebert wanted to impeach him. I wanted to impeach him on the first day without any evidence, right? And so these guys are all fools and morons and liars. And every Republican politician that talked about how Biden is some sort of Chinese agent, relying on an actual Chinese agent. He's a moron of epic proportions.
It is amazing because I think one of the mistakes that the Democratic Party engaged in, and they did it incessantly, and there were multiple different investigations, was thinking that the investigations was all they needed to do to defeat their opponents. And look, to be fair, Biden did win the presidential election in 2020, but it's not because of the investigations that the Democratic Party did on Donald Trump. It's because of how badly Trump bungled the COVID-19 response, right? If COVID-19 never happened, I think Trump would have gotten reelected. There's a really good chance, especially when you look at how close the race was in these battleground states. Anyway, I give you that to say, look, not to both sides it, but I'm gonna both sides it on this very specific issue. Both sides are incredibly dumb in thinking that all they need to do is engage in these stupid investigations, and that's enough to sway the electorate one way or another. No, actually, serve the best interests of your voters. Give them something, do something for them. Because while some of them might be entertained and some of them might be out there for blood when it comes to their, political opponents, politically speaking, right? I don't know if that's really enough to help you guys out if you're not listening to your voters and offering them actual material gains through your leadership.
So I half agree, half disagree with you. So the half I agree is, yeah, the Democrats would be 10,000 times better served if they passed paid family leave, higher minimum wage, and people had higher wages and they could take off time after they had a baby, et cetera. So, and they think that the hearings are a panacea. It's going to cure all their problems. That way they don't actually have to do anything and upset their donors, but they'll win by just smearing Republicans, right? So that part is true. But the half that I disagree with is, no, there's a giant difference between the Republicans and Democrats. The Republicans did smear investigations of Hillary Clinton before the 2016 election, and unfortunately that totally worked. It became emails, and it did great damage to her, especially when James Comey jumped in, was like, emails, right before the election. So unfortunately, that does have a history of working. When the Democrats went to go investigate Trump, in the beginning, I understood exactly why they went after him on Russia. It turns out Russia did interfere, but Trump did not coordinate with them. So that wound up half blowing up on them at a minimum, right? But on Ukraine, the guy says to the leader of Ukraine, give me dirt on Biden, make it up or don't make it up, I don't give a damn. I want to win the election and I'm not gonna give you American help, even if you need it against the Russians, unless you do a political favor for me. So what are the Democrats supposed to do, just ignore it? No, they had to do that. But the correct answer is, do those particular hearings and pass paid family leave and higher minimum wage, et cetera. So, but lastly, this is super important, guys. That James Woolsey that Anna referred to earlier, that was a top Trump aide. So it turns out the guy working with Chinese spies wasn't Biden. It was Trump. It was Trump. But I guarantee you the Democrats will bungle this. I mean, they'll say, ha ha, Comer had nothing, and they're in the middle of saying that now, good, no problem. But they won't turn around and go, Woolsey, 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 Woolsey. Trump, why did you hire him? Did you know he was a Chinese spy? When did you know he was a Chinese spy? How, like in terms of working with the Chinese, get into those details and pass paid family leave and higher minimum wage and many other actual bills that help actual Americans.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.